Welcome back again. Okay, so we're going to develop these thumbnail sketches now a little bit with our different drawing materials. So here's a range of materials that are from an art kit that you might have provided. So we're looking at drawing materials we can use for small scale drawing. So we're doing very little drawings. Things like our oil pastels, we're not going to use those. They're just a bit too thick and a bit too tricky with a small scale kind of drawing like this. Got graphite stick, very good fun. We'll have a go with that. And a fine liner, a great diverse fine liner there. We'll have an experiment with that. Coloured pencils, textures. You might have other drawing materials. You might have some really nice marker pens, anything that you like to use. And again, we're just focusing on line, but we might go in with a bit of tone, especially with our graphite stick. All right, so having a look at our sketches again, we've finished our 6 sketches. You can see I've added a bit more detail into this one here. And so yeah, we're just going to choose which ones would be good for which material here. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to start using this black fine liner medium pen, and it's got this chisel tip, so it means that I can use the very point of my chisel tip to get some fine lines in. But then if I hold it down on the side and press a bit heavily there, I can get a thick line. So I'm having a look at where the shadows are and going the flick. So I'm looking at just varying the line with it a little bit. All right, maybe using it to outline some lettering there. Keep going like that. Maybe actually drawing in a bit of a shadow there, a little bit of hatching. All right, so keep going in there with my black pen. That's going to be using the black pen. All right, and then I'm thinking with this lovely lyrical one I did with my non-dominant hand, with my right hand, that might work well with textures. And I don't have to use realistic colour here. I can, again, be really, really playful. Just hold my texture in my undominant, least dominant hand and go over it. Well, all right, maybe I change the texture, grab a different colour, different surface areas there, put in a little bit of pattern. Maybe I use blue to describe the blue mug. And I'm keeping the graphite lines in there as well. So the original sketches that we drew, they become one layer of our drawing. So there's an artist, Australian artist, no longer with us now, but Brett Whiteley was very good at layering with line and using line to express the layers of the drawing. And artists actually quite like to celebrate the drawing process, and if we can see the drawing, the sketch underneath, sometimes that's really interesting from an observer's point of view. So yep, you don't need to cover up or hide the pencil line underneath. And then I'll just go one more maybe a bit of yellow up the top here to create that different area of space in the background. Now, trying to keep these videos nice and short. Graphite stick. Okay, this one here, I've got a good sense of positive and negative space. I've got the hollow shape of my mug, so I can really go in hard here. And remember, creating tone, creating light and shade, the heavier I press, the darker the tone will be. So I'm moving back and forth, I'm following the curved form, and I'm gradually taking my pressure off the graphite stick to create this gradual sense of tone, this darkness, gradually getting darker and darker as it goes into that form, and then gradually taking my pressure off. Now I can hold it up a little bit and get a nice crisp sharp line to describe that outline shape. Okay. Then I can keep going there, looking at the highlights as well, be leaving some white areas where there is a highlight on that shape. Okay, and then I've got coloured pencils. I want to explore those. Right, I might just play with that lyrical line I've created there for the trees. Just going for it, layering up the different colours. I could get the dark green there. Having a go with coloured pencil on one. And then, say must be abstract, how about if I try a couple of different drawing techniques? I could go coloured pencil, see how coloured pencil goes, and then my texture as well. So combining a few different ones. Maybe you want to, use outline, black outline. Okay, so finishing those 6 compositions off, exploring the materials. Thinking about line, keeping on going with the line, maybe incorporating a bit of shadow in there. Maybe I can go in with my coloured pencil in this one here, pop in a shadow, and starting to play around with a little bit of tone. Light and shade. Have fun.